Hello and welcome to my channel. In this episode we're gonna be servicing Volkswagen Transporter 2-liter TDI engine. It takes 5W30 fully synthetic oil and it takes about 7 liters of it. I'll leave a link in the description for you below. Today I'm going to be using an oil suction pump, but probably most of you wouldn't have it. But I will be removing a Sump plug as well, so I'll be showing you how to change your oil an old school style as well, so stay tuned. I bought this oil pump in Lidl. At the time it was about 15 or 16 euro, so price may be a little bit different nowadays. After quick look through the instructions, I've assembled it. It's pretty simple, just takes 2 different diameter hoses, and it says what you're not supposed to be running for more than half an hour, and your oil supposed to be warm, not boiling hot but warm, so it's a little bit easy to draw the oil when it's warm. And once you're all set, you just connect red wire to the positive terminal on your battery and black wire to the negative terminal on your battery, and then insert a smaller diameter tube into the dipstick hole. And as I said, red wire goes to your positive terminal and the black wire goes to the negative terminal on your battery. And then you're all set and you're ready to draw the oil. Just make sure you're gonna put the larger diameter tube into some sort of an empty canister. In my case it's just an old empty oil canister, but it's only 5 liters, so one takes about 7 liters, so you might need a second canister as well. And here I'm just checking the flow, and I was pretty impressed with the flow, to be honest with you, so it wasn't too bad whatsoever.
A few moments later.
So we filled the 5 liter canister to the very top, so it was more than a 5 liter, and then we filled the second canister as well, just a little bit in there. And now you can take your oiled oil to your local recycling center. And I wanted to see how much oil actually was left in the sump, so I'm removing a sump plug. It takes a 19mm socket. Just as ever, remember, if you're unscrewing anything, it's always anti-clockwise. And it's only tiny little bit of oil came out, but anyway we're going to drain it to the very last drop. And to be honest with you, I was very impressed with this pump. For the money I think it's brilliant, and I'll be definitely using it again. So I don't know how long this oil pump's gonna last, but so far, as I said, I'm very impressed, and I think for 15 euro it's a good deal. It's a real bargain. And now we're moving on to removing an oil filter. It just located in front between your engine block and the radiator. It takes a 32mm socket and a long extension bar. Approximately it's 450mm, but all in all, including socket, extension and the ratchet, it's about 470mm. And again, if you ever unscrewing anything, it's always anti-clockwise. And then just simply remove an oil filter from its housing, but make sure you're gonna have some sort of a rag ready, because you might drop a few drops of oil. Now, when you screw in your sump plug back in, it's recommended to use a new crush washer. It's usually a copper washer, so but if you don't have a new one, at least you can try to flip it around. And now remove an old O-rings. It's one large O-ring and then it's two smaller O-rings at the very bottom of this oil filter guide. A new oil filter clearly marked where is the top of it, so make sure you put it the right way. New oil filter comes with new O-rings, so just place them where they're supposed to be. So larger goes on the top, and then two smaller ones go in on a it's a kind of tip of a guide. And now it's very important step. Whenever you're replacing your oil filter, make sure you're going to lubricate your O-rings. Just take a little bit of fresh oil on tip of your finger and simply just go around and lubricate all the O-rings. Now it's a little bit of a debate whenever you have to put some oil in your oil filter housing before you put your oil filter in, because some people are saying what your engine will starve of oil for a few seconds if you don't do it. I personally think whenever I can put some oil in an oil filter housing, I will do it, or oil filter itself. But in here it's a little bit of a drop in there, and you need some sort of like a funnel with a big nose, which I didn't have, so I didn't bother. As I said in the beginning of the video, it takes 7 liters of oil, so you can put the whole 5-liter bottle first and then start topping it up with a second bottle. So you just top up and then check the level, top up, check the level, and then I would start the engine for a few seconds and then stop, and then just wait a few like a minute or two and then check the level again. And now we're moving on to the air filter. So whenever you're doing a service, I always change oil filter and air filter, and obviously oil as well. So in order to remove this black air filter housing, you have to undo these two clips first. And then I recommend unplugging airflow sensor as well and removing an air intake pipe as well. This air intake pipe is held in place by a spring action clip. I've found the easiest tool to use. It's a plumber's adjustable vice grip. So in here I'm just removing this air intake pipe first, as I said, using my adjustable vice grips. You can get a special tool for this particular clips, but as ever, like, you know, being a DIY, you can't have enough tools, so adjustable vice grips work just fine. And then I'm just unplugging airflow sensor here, and the whole top of the housing can come out easily now. And this gives you a good access to an air filter, so you're ready to take it out. But before you put a new air filter in, I like to vacuum the housing first, because it collects a lot of dry leaves and debris and stuff like that. Now, Leaky Moly bottle has this handy sticker where you can put your mileage, and I like to put the date as well, and then you just simply peel it off and stick it somewhere safe where you can find it next time when you open the bonnet, so you know exactly when you changed your oil last time. And the very last thing left to do is just to reset your oil service interval on a dash. Now on my dash I have an oil service and an inspection service as well, so today I'm just getting rid of an oil service. To do it, you have to press and hold the right button, and then while holding it for about 4 or 5 seconds you have to switch your ignition on and then let it go, and then press the left button, and this is supposed to reset your service. And to reset your inspection service, you have to do exactly same thing, but the only difference is you have to switch your hazard lights on as well. Now guys, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. If you found it helpful, please give us a like, share, and consider subscribing. Lots of more videos coming out as well. And for now, take care, and I'll catch you at the next one. Cheers.